Metal should not look like this. Watch the light. Nothing here is moving. The coin is completely still, but the surface looks alive. What you're seeing is not animation, and it's not camera trickery, and it's not damage. This is light reacting to microscopic texture in preserved metal. A damaged surface reflects light in a flat, broken way, but a preserved surface can make light appear to travel. And that's where this starts to get strange. Watch what happens across the flatter areas. The surface is not smooth like glass. At this scale, metal starts to look more like terrain. Tiny ridges, microscopic texture, minute variations in how the surface was struck. And when light hits that structure, it does not bounce back evenly. It moves. From a normal distance, this just looks like bright silver. But move closer, and the reflection starts separating into bands. Closer still, the surface stops looking flat altogether. And once the coin turns under the light, the whole thing behaves less like a mirror and more like a landscape. Collectors call this luster. But luster is not just shine. Brightness is simply how much light comes back, whereas luster is how that light moves across the surface. And that difference matters because a coin can be bright without having this kind of life. Even on different coins of the same denomination, the light does not behave the same everywhere. In open fields, it can sweep. Along raised design, it breaks and bends. In protected areas, the texture behaves differently. That's why the coin seems to change as it turns, even though nothing is actually changing. And this is why preservation matters. Not just to collectors, but to what the surface can physically do with the light. Better preserved surfaces hold that structure more completely, which means the movement becomes more continuous, more dramatic, and more alive. This is also why one or two grade points can sometimes make a meaningful difference. Not because the coin becomes a different object, but because surface preservation changes how light behaves. And once you understand that, you stop judging silver by brightness alone. Because preserved surfaces are only half the story. If healthy metal can do this, wait until you see what happens when that surface gets damaged.